自由入座哦，自由入座，想坐哪里就可以坐外面吗？都可以，外面太热了。来，自由入座哈，对，想坐哪里就坐。 对，就是我们到了之后要先上到游乐场。
Just to see some bugs stuck to a ceiling.
I wouldn't put stuff like that.
I just like busted out laughing. I was like, that's the best way of just like ever describe the complicated. That's amazing. Because I used to work and it just like it conjured up these. Because like in Australia, whenever from Australia, like if there was like frozen the fly screen or something, and then like people would leave the lights on. And then it's like in this, or open, or like the window opens.
So welcome aboard the Luminosa, everybody. My name's Thomas. I'm going to be your crew for the trip over. This is Chris up in the wheelhouse. He's going to be our skipper. Now, just as we are starting our journey on over to the caves, I do unfortunately have to do a quick health and safety briefing. So first things first, if you do hear 7 short blasts of the horn followed by 1 long blast, that does mean something is wrong and we have to make our way towards the muster station. Which is located on the top deck. So to get there, you go through that back door, keeping in mind the lift on the floor there, which is known as a seesaw. Just making sure not to trip on over there, making your way up those stairs, and then you'll be there. Now, if there is an emergency, each and every one of you does have a life jacket located on the underneath of their seat. If you are travelling with children or infants today, please come and speak to me, and I can provide you with one in their size. And if you are making your way up to the top deck at any point during this journey, just holding on to all loose items as you do, so that... this fjord, known as Lyle's Basin, and it goes down to a whopping 417 metres deep, making Lake Te Anau New Zealand's third deepest lake, beaten by Lake Hauroko in the midst of Fiordland and Lake Manapori, about a 20-minute drive from Te Anau.
one of the nature guides. And what you guys just did is coming all the way here to our cavern house. And this little cavern house here is situated at the end of our Tunnel Burn Stream cave system. Now, the Tunnel Burn is a little river coming from the mountains, from a big lake, and making its way down to a couple of entrances. Now, for example, we have the upper cave entrance, also called Alpha entrance, or the Aurora entrance, in which apparently you can fit an entire 747 jet. And then we go all the way down to where we're gonna enter, which is technically the exit of our caves. So what we're gonna do is the first 250 meters, these are for us. We can't physically go any further without having to scuba dive. Since this is not allowed anymore since 2006, we're not going to do that on a, what day is today? Thursday? Friday? Friday! Oh, it's Friday. But we're going to do that on a Friday evening. No, just joking. We're not going to go any further than these first 250 meters. However, from the second you're going to enter our caves, you're going to see a lot of glowworms. Now, our cave entrance is pretty low. It is marked with red light. You can't miss it. It is the one and only red light district we have in Tiano. Enjoy it while it lasts. And what you guys gonna do through our red light district is just squat down, lean forward, putting your hand over the head, and just walk like a chicken. Looks completely stupid, but prevents you guys from any head injury. So, what we're gonna do is walking for the first 10 meters like this, and then have a look up. You're gonna see, it's like the sky full of stars just above you. A lot of glowworms glowing, it's really beautiful. Then we're gonna go in the caves, having 2 stops where I tell you a bit more about these glowworms. Exactly these ones. And then we're gonna head up for 36 steps to be precise. At the end of our staircase, I'm gonna give you the sign to please be quiet. Because if you talk from that point on, everybody in front of us will know what you are saying. Trust me, I've heard a lot over the last months. So we're just gonna keep it quiet from then on. And yeah, now I'm gonna bring you to a boat ride. It's gonna get gradually darker and darker in this case, so your eyes have enough time to adjust to seeing more and more glowworms. Not that they didn't already, because it's pretty dark out there. But still, you guys are going to have plenty of time to adjust so that you can see the maximum of glowworms. Yes, so once we're going to get to where the boat comes in, I'm going to ask you guys to go to the right-hand side. So just follow my light of the torch. I'm going to put you to the side, going to turn on the light, let these other people disembark, and we are going to go on that little boat. Now, our boats have 2 blue mats. These are designed for you guys. Please sit on these blue mats. Don't sit in the front of the boat. That's my place, and I like to walk around. I don't want to step on any hand, head, foot, whatever you want to put in that area. So just keep your 10 little fingers to yourself or cuddle to the person next to you. Only if you ask beforehand. Now, if you have a backpack, just put that backpack around, hug it nice and tight, look up, and most importantly, don't, under any circumstances, pull out your hand. It's a really dumb idea, okay? Don't do that. You're going to feel rocks, and worst case, your fingers are going to be between the boat and the rocks. And I don't want that. We don't need an injury tonight, all right? Awesome. Now, we do not allow any photography or videography in the caves. We have a strict, if we see a phone, we're going to smack it in the water policy. So please keep your phones from the moment you see the red light in your pocket. Also, if you have a watch, doesn't matter if it's analog or digital, just cover it, alright? Because these guys like to illuminate my boat as well. It's really disturbing and it just leads to us crashing into rocks. Yeah, last but not least, do not touch or eat our glowworms. They don't taste good, they won't make you glow out of your bums. So last but not least, yeah, leave them where they are. All good with that? Just gonna quickly count you guys. 2, 4, 6, 8. I can take 14 from you, from your group. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
14.
Yeah, 14. 1
Yeah.
4. The males are gonna be a little bit longer around. They're gonna try to find as many females as they can, and they're gonna die after 3 to 5 days out of exhaustion. Yeah, I'm afraid females don't make it that long, 1 to 2 days. They just lay their eggs and then just, yeah. But good for us, there are glowworms mostly around. And we can see their little butts glowing. Now we call them Arachnocampa luminosa in Latin. Arachno because of their spider-like looking fishing lines. Campa because of their worm stage. And luminosa because they shine. Now the Malay people, they have the best name for them. I call them TTY, the reflection in the light of the light in the water. And that is what you guys could see today on the boat. And while this pal is puking out his fishing line in real life time, which is really exciting. Come on, you can do it. One more. No. Well, while this pal is puking out his fishing line, I'm gonna thank you guys. Thank you very much for falling on our marketing trick. Yeah. Exactly. Applause to you guys. Now, our glowworms, they aren't worms. I just told you that they turn into flies. Now, the only thing in the animal kingdom that turns into a fly is a maggot. Yeah. You just visited and loved, hopefully, the Glow Maggot Cave of Tiana. Now, if we would advertise it as Real Lindsay Glow Maggot Cave, I don't think that I would be working here because I don't want to tell any of my friends that I'm a Glow Maggot Cave guide. And I don't think you would pay that much money to see these little bumps glow, right? So we're just going to keep it as a secret. We're going to take it back and tell everybody that we saw glowworms. Because that's what the people, when they first discovered them, thought they were. They looked like glowing worms, so we call them glowworms. Same thing as with fireflies. The other things glowing with their bugs, well, these aren't flies, they are bugs. So actually they should be called firebugs. That sounds equally appealing than glow maggot, so we're just gonna keep it to the names people chose for that. Now, any questions left, guys? Yeah! They're gonna bite with their mandibles to the fleshy, juicy eyeball and suck out that goodness like a smoothie. So if you're squeamishy, just look away now. See her crawling down. Here we go. And now this is the end of our moth, unfortunately. She feels everything. Yeah, our glowworms don't do anesthetics. They're pretty cruel animals. Gets even worse. Now, our little glowworms don't like each other as well. We have our on the right hand side. Now, little Al is way too noisy for old pal Joe, and so at one point he just had enough of his neighbor and he just flicks her down the wall. Oh, that's how they solve their problems. He's sneaking in for fishing lines. But she comes back and she's like, hey Joe, I put up my fishing lines here and I have the right to stay here, and I tell you, well, no. We'll never know what she wanted to tell him. He just swallowed her. You can see a little life going through his tummy. It's nice to meet you. Now, our glowworms can be cannibalistic indeed. They're gonna eat each other if they feel threatened or annoyed, and if they start their life. So they're gonna start their life as eggs for around 20 to 25 days stuck to the ceiling before they're gonna turn into this beautiful glowworm. And when the first one turns in this glowworm stage, well, he's gonna need a bit of energy, so he's gonna eat his brothers and sisters around him, creating the first fishing lines, having a bit of space, and that's why only a third of all the eggs are gonna make it to the second stage, the glowworm stage. Now, once these guys make it to the glowworm stage, they're gonna be in that phase for around 6 to 9 months, and all that they do is eat, shine, puke, repeat. That's all that they do. Sometimes they're gonna have a chat. But then they're gonna turn into a pupa. It looks a bit like a cocoon of a butterfly, same principle. And in this pupa stage, they're gonna be for 2 weeks before they turn into the adult, really beautiful fungus net. Now, this fungus net is similar to a butterfly, equally beautiful. And these guys do not have a mouth or digestive system. So all that they do is doing like they do on the Discovery Channel. Now they're gonna try to find a male or female equivalent. The males are gonna be a little bit longer around. They're gonna try to find as many females as they can. And they're gonna die after 3 to 5 days out of exhaustion. Yeah, I'm afraid females don't make it that long, 1 to 2 days. They just lay their eggs and then just, yeah. But good for us, there are glowworms mostly around. And we can see their little butts glowing. Now, we call them Arachnocampa luminosa in Latin. Arachno because of their spider-like looking fishing lines. Campa because of their worm stage. And luminosa because they shine. Now, the Maori people, they have the best name for them. I call them TTY, the reflection in the light of the light in the water. And that is what you guys could see today on the boat. And while this pal is puking out his fishing line in real life time, which is really exciting. Come on, you can do it. One more. No. Well, while this pal is puking out his fishing line, I'm gonna thank you guys. Thank you very much for falling on our marketing trick. Yeah. Exactly. Applause to you guys. Now, our glowworms, they aren't worms. I just told you that they turn into flies. Now, the only thing in the animal kingdom that turns into a fly is a maggot. Yeah. You just visited and loved, hopefully, the Glow Maggot Cave of Tiana. Now, if we would advertise it as Real Insect Glow Maggot Cave, I don't think that I would be working here because I don't want to tell any of my friends that I'm a Glow Maggot Cave guide. And I don't think you would pay that much money to see these little bumps glow, right? So we're just going to keep it as a secret. We're going to take it back and tell everybody that we saw glow worms. Because that's what the people, when they first discovered them, thought they were. They looked like glowing worms, so we call them glow worms. Same thing as with fireflies. The other things glowing with their butts, well, these aren't flies, they are bugs. So, actually they should be called firebugs. That sounds equally appealing than glow maggot, so we're just gonna keep it to the names people chose for that. Now, any questions left, guys? You're welcome. Bye.
Bye. Bye. I will never see you again. To him, not to you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.